Okay, I wanted to get a video of a little bit of modding I did to this. It's a 25cc Craftsman, or Craftsman I guess you could say if you're that kind of person. Craftsman leaf blower. Only reason I got this, I really wanted a Husqvarna still. What it was is I had my grandpa give me one. It had a bad coil on it. The thing was brand new. I bought this. We got this one for 45 bucks. It was running. Figured, I'll get this one and just run it till it blows up because it's got multiple parts. I got all kinds of parts for it now, and 45 bucks versus 100 and some odd bucks, and I figure I can rebuild it twice and get probably the life out of a Husqvarna or still one. But I just wasn't happy with how it ran. Yeah, it's a itty bitty blower. I mean, you can see the cylinder on it. I mean, it's just a little itty bitty 25cc, 200 miles per hour, 430 CFM. Just wasn't happy with how it performed. And what I really thought was its muffler. I mean, it's a small port, but you can see. I mean, look how small that port is on it. And I mean, that is just itty bitty. And I mean, here's a motor. Here's a motor out of there's the parts one. Here's the motor. And what I did to this is this was the motor in this one, and I noticed it was real burnt. It got hot, and so I pulled the motor. It's real easy to do. Pulled the motor, cleaned the piston off, called the carbon and everything on it, resealed it, and then what I noticed is when I went to put the coil back on, the coil mounts into this bolt and this bolt, they were stripped out. So I just pulled the motor out of this one, and the piston and cylinder were even better than that one up here. Resealed it, put it all in, took the carburetor and the coil off of this motor, the original, and just flip-flopped it all on here. So it's got a motor, same motor, but what this is the muffler that came with this blower. It's the original one, and I muffler modded the other one. I'll show in a minute, but I'll let you all listen to this here. It's going to be a cold start. I'll let you all listen and see how it sounds, and then I'll go and I'll flip over to my muffler modded one, and we'll let you look and see how it performs. You will notice that the muffler mod is louder but way more power, so we'll fire this one up here. 25cc, it's just bone stock, it's tuned. Carburetor sits idling at 25 RPM, 2500 RPMs, tuned to right at 8,000, running between 8,000 and 8,100 RPMs. So it's a cold start. It's about 30, I don't know, 40 degrees out right now outside. Warmer in here, but we'll start it. You'll notice throttle response is tuned, on the money. You'll notice the throttle response will be a little bit, that's not real good, but, and power not real good, so. Right there, idling at 2,500 RPMs, 25, 26. We're only peaking out at 7,500 RPMs. And this was tuned originally with the actual muffler modded muffler. So that shows you how much it dropped. so what we'll do here is we'll pop this off. It's a T20, what is it? T25 if I'm not mistaken. Yep, T25. T25, 2 Torx in here. Just pop these out. Bear with me, I'm trying to do it one-handed. We'll pop this off, hopefully not burn ourselves. I've already done it once off this blower. This thing's actually, it's pretty easy to work on. Yep, that's hot. Get a paper towel here, and it's going to burn through the paper towel. I got one screw still holding. There goes one of my screws. Okay, let me dump my screw out, get my heat shield. Yeah, that's hot. So we'll get this one for comparison. So there's the stock port. I just burnt the pee out of my hand. There's the stock port right there. Itty bitty hole. Here's the muffler modded one. This one's it's a little bit different muffler. This one you can't remove the screen. This one you can clean the spark arrestor. What it was is it was the same size. You can see that little kind of bump in it. I cut that out, inside and outside. Cut that out. Put the screen back in. Inside there was a bunch of fine mesh steel. I've got it in, I think, in my garbage here somewhere. Yeah. This is what was in it. There was a bunch of this, and then on top of that, there was kind of a, there's a piece of it here somewhere. Had this metal, it's a little metal kind of plate that just held this in. I cut all that out, pulled it all out, and this thing is just bare bones. It comes straight in, down, and then out. Wide open. So, I'll get my screws here and put me in my, let's see, I'm gonna have to set this up here again to where y'all can see. We'll bring you over here, use my grinder in this hand just so I can work on this here, hopefully if that'll stay. Just while I put this other muffler on, drop my bolts back in, and then put my heat shield on it. Just slide it on, push my bolts back in, and put these on. And this thing, I'll tell you what, it blows way harder. It gains RPMs, it makes it run cooler. I've noticed now after running it a bit, my piston does not get as burnt as bad. That was what my problem was before, is wasn't able to get rid of the heat. And you know, I originally did the muffler mod, just cut the plate off, and then I noticed it would glow red because that wire in it was heating up because it was so hot. So I just cut all that out so there's no more restrictions. You know, it's got to go down, but it goes way easier. So that's on. So we'll come over here, turn it. So this is with the muffler mod on it, and you'll see how much of a difference this makes, and it sounds different. So I'll actually hear. Sounds a lot different. So here we go. Throttle response on it's way quicker, way more, you know, really gets up and goes, a lot more throttle response. I like the sound of it. Now I do like sound, you know, like on my 372 I like the sound of the dual port on it and everything. I like kind of louder stuff, but it sounds good. It's not even a whole lot. It's louder, you can tell, but not a whole lot for a blower. But we'll tack it see. And remember, so this has been set to 8,000 RPMs, 8,100, 2,500 RPMs idling. That muffler we had on before, the stock, it was running at 7,500 RPMs, wide open throttle, and it was still idling the same. So we'll see what we gain here. Running right at 81 or 8,000, between 8,000 and 8,100 RPMs, idling right at 2,500. So we gain close to 600 RPMs just through that muffler mod. Didn't do anything else or anything, so pretty good.